Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Airbus unveils its H140 light twin-engine chopper. Sikorsky demos concept for rotor-blown wing UAS. Nearly 2 decades in the making, ANN brings you AEA Live for 2025. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Airbus unveils its H140 light twin-engine chopper. Airbus Helicopters recently debuted the latest addition to its light twin-engine helicopter lineup, the H140. Unveiled at VERTICON, the H140 is designed for emergency medical services, passenger transport, and private and business aviation. The H140 is a 3-ton class helicopter positioned between the Airbus H135 and H145 models. It incorporates design elements based on feedback from H135 operators, providing increased cabin space while maintaining high performance for improved payload and range capabilities. Airbus presented a full-scale EMS-configured H140 at VERTICON. The chopper utilizes a T-shaped tail boom with an optimized fenestron to dampen noise levels. The helicopter swings a 5-blade bearingless main rotor, providing an efficiency boost and reduced maintenance requirements. It has large sliding doors for cabin access and clamshell doors in the rear, which, paired with the high tail boom, allow various stretcher systems to be loaded. The H140 is powered by twin Safran Arias 2E engines, each producing 700 shaft horsepower. These are controlled by a dual-channel full-authority digital engine control system, ensuring high performance in all engine operative scenarios and providing sufficient power reserves in one engine in operative conditions. The helicopter integrates Airbus's Helionics avionics suite, which is already in use on the popular H135, 145, 160, and 175 models. The system also incorporates a 4-axis autopilot. After the break, student pilot flies helicopter over a protected nesting site.
Meet the first of a new generation of the M-Class family. The M700 Fury. An aircraft worthy of the name, an indomitable force. The M700 Fury transcends traditional limits. With more power, blistering performance, a finely appointed interior, and the luxury of what matters most. Time. Experience the Fury. Join the legacy.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Student pilot flies helicopter over a protected nesting site. A 54-year-old who thought he could fly wherever and whoever he wanted with only a student pilot license may now be grounded for good. Ernesto Cordero of Bradenton, Florida, recently pled guilty to operating as an airman without the required certificate. The charges against him were tied to several well-known pilot no-nos, including flying a helicopter without the necessary license, giving unauthorized scenic tours, and most notably landing smack in the middle of a protected nesting site. Cordero now faces up to 3 years in federal prison. EMS Pilots Intro Career Launch Program at VERTICON 2025. The National EMS Pilots Association introduced its new program called the Medical Pilot Career Launch at VERTICON 2025 at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Center in Dallas, Texas. The program is a 2-day immersive experience that's designed to provide current and aspiring air medical pilots an opportunity to meet and learn from industry leaders, get to know professionals, and gain important knowledge and background info on the dynamic world of air medical transport. BizJets take shelter under C-17's wing during storm. As an EF-1 tornado whizzed through northern Texas, 2 BizJets decided it was their best bet to huddle up under the wing of a U.S. Air Force C-17 Globemaster III. The storm brought winds upwards of 70 miles per hour and caused severe infrastructure damage. The tornado was confirmed to have touched down on the morning of March 4th in Irving, Texas. Though this is generally considered a weak storm, it can still bring winds of up to 110 miles per hour that can cause moderate damage to homes and buildings. FedEx reportedly outsources pilot jobs to third-party contract carriers. ALPA released a scathing critique of FedEx management, who in its April flying schedule has outsourced all European intra-region 757 routes formerly flown by ALPA FedEx pilots to foreign third-party contractors. FedEx has maintained a pilot base in Cologne, Germany, in support of its giant European hub at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, its largest air cargo hub in Europe and second largest in the world. Hundreds of American pilots and their families have lived in Europe to fly those routes. That's it for today's Strip Around the Patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Sikorsky demos concept for rotor-blown wing UAS. Sikorsky announced its successful validation of advanced control laws to fly a prototype battery-powered rotor-blown wing concept UAS in both helicopter and airplane models. Sikorsky made the announcement at this week's HII VERTICON 2025 in Dallas, and said the 115-pound twin-prop rotor concept aircraft demonstrated operational stability and maneuverability across all regimes of flight, including the transition from rotor-borne to wing-borne flight. The aircraft has a 10.3-foot composite wingspan, and in January it completed more than 40 takeoffs and landings and over 30 transitions between helicopter and airplane modes. While in horizontal flight, the aircraft reached a top cruise speed of 86 knots. Potential applications for the aircraft include search and rescue, monitoring firefighting activities and ground personnel, humanitarian and disaster response, and pipeline surveillance. Larger size variants will be capable of long-range intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions, and piloted drone teams both crewed and uncrewed. All rotor-blown wing variants are intended to be equipped with Sikorsky's Matrix flight autonomy system. After these messages, ANN brings you AEA live next week.
The legendary BD-4C program is building an exciting future for those who want a rugged four-seat family flyer with a proven history. The SureWings program produces a complete kit and builder assist program that gives you everything you need to be flying a BD-4CS in record time. For conventional kit builders, BD Aviation has parts, partial kits, and full kits for the 190-mile-per-hour BD-4C that has logged thousands of hours. Visit SureWings.com and BDAviation.com for more details.
I'm currently using the Hartzell Talon, by far the best aerobatic propeller ever come out.
I use the Trailblazer. It adds performance to the Super Decathlon and dependability, and it's rugged.
Hartzell's been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demand.
It's helping us all have better performing airplanes.
It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Welcome back. ANN brings you AEA Live next week. The ANN team is in full swing preparing for the 68th Annual Aircraft Electronics Association Convention and Trade Show, March 18th through 21st in Phoenix. This year's coverage plans are as aggressive as ever. Starting March 18th at 8:30 Pacific, we bring you the opening events of AEA 2025 live, including the massively important new product introductions. The first of two interview-centric programs runs Wednesday, March 19th from 1400 to 1630 Pacific. On March 20th, starting at 11 Pacific, we start another interview series that maintains our focus on all things avionics until 1400 Pacific time. Once all live events are completed, all the programming is available for immediate access on our web portal at airborne-live.net. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.